In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series number 12, Coronation Starscream. So this mold has grown on me very quickly. I love this figure. Of course, you know they added minor mechanical detail. I love the way they painted the head. Just look at that. That's awesome. Oh yeah, you probably noticed my voice is a little off. That's because I'm sick due to drinking a whole bunch of Sprite. But hey, it's a killable sickness. By the way, if you're wondering what the box looks like, here you go. I love the way the packaging was done for this box. Now, on to Starscream himself. For those of you who are familiar with the Transformers 86 movie, you will know that Starscream dies in that movie just a few seconds after he puts the crown on his head. Which disappointed a whole lot of kids, but whatever, we're not talking about that scene, right? Painting and sculpting on this figure is pretty good, though it does seem to miss some paint. Anyways, before we get to the accessories, let's do the size comparison first. So here he is with Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Galvatron, not the Legacy Galvatron. Scourge, also known as Thundercracker. Studio Series 72, Bumblebee Movie Cybertronian Starscream. And Studio Series number 6 Starscream. And now for the accessories. Of course he comes with the two blaster rifles that tab onto his shoulders. They don't really fit on Starscream's hand. Oh, but the accessories do not stop there. So, firstly, if you're going to apply these shoulder pads, you're just going to simply remove the first blaster rifles. And he fell. So what you're going to do is you're just going to tab this rifle onto the shoulder. Now this is a different one. Here's a comparison. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to peg this tab onto that slot on Starscream's shoulder. You do the same thing for the other one. And now for his cape. You're just going to shift this nose upwards, which will allow you to peg this slot from the cape onto the back of Starscream, right here. And if you want, you could tab these blasters onto Starscream's wings over here. Then you're just going to put Starscream's nose back right in there. And then lastly, no trumpets! I don't have Astro trained, so I'm just going to do it myself. And now he is officially leader of the... You know what, guys? This is bad comedy. Almost forgot to mention he also came with this cool looking chair, but you can't really make him sit because of the cape, which you just simply remove. And there we have Starscream. And of course you can put Galvatron on it. I just realized there are many more play features for this figure I forgot to uncover, but we'll get to those in a second. You know how you can store these blaster rifles on the back of Starscream? Well, you can store them on the back of the throne. Same thing with the cape. So you may be wondering what the bottom's used for. Why? For the Coronation shoulder pads. Now you can store these over here, but it's just better to just store them here. Now if you want to store all the accessories, this slot over here just pegs into that tab right there. So then you're just going to come back to the standard guns and just tab them onto the holes over here. Then you're going to come to the cape and just peg that tab onto that slot over there. And there you have all of Starscream's accessories stored on the throne. So, now for articulation. First and foremost, ball joint at the head, ups and downs, and a swivel. Back wings move up and down, can fold in like that, bend at the shoulder, hardly a full rotation at the arm because of the wing. If you were to remove the cape and the wing, then it would have had a full rotation at the arm. Of course, this gun moves up and down. There is a hinge joint for the shoulder pad, but it can't move up and down because of this part. Though, of course, this section can move up and down. Bicep swivel. Bend at the elbow. I don't know if this counts as a bend at the wrist. And fingers can fold in. Unfortunately, no wrist swivel or waist swivel for this guy, which is a big bummer. Leg can move back that far, thanks to this butt flap. Legs can spread, thigh swivel, bend at the knee, the toe, and ankle can move up and down. And there's a pivot joint for the foot. Articulation for this guy is awesome. However, there is this awesome feature where the cape spreads out like this. That's a pretty good cartoon accurate gimmick. If you want, you can keep the cape spread like this. So it looks like he's storming. So now that everything is all said and done with the accessories and the articulation and the robot mode, let's get down to transformation. Of course, you remove the crown. First, we're just going to remove the front part of the chest, which is so hard to do. Then you're going to come to the nose and just fold it in on top of Starscream, if you could do that. You gotta make sure the tab goes under the translucent plastic. Then you shift the nose upwards, swivel the nose, and then you just tab it in. Now for the arms, I'm just gonna fold in the fingers, move the hand all the way up, and tab the front section of the arm. Shift the front section of the arm backwards, if you can do that. You gotta be careful with this gray tab, because sometimes it blocks the front arm from shifting backwards. So when shifting, make sure you do it like this. And then you push this blue assembly down, and same thing with the hand. Make sure it's like this, in which you just simply fold in. Same for the other arm, then you just simply tab the front section of the chest onto everything else. And now for the legs. To make life easier, just fold in the feet and rotate the upper fin all the way to that slot. Same for the other one. Next, you just simply tab in the legs together. Open up the front section of his legs, which will allow you to simply shift the lower legs up into these tabs. You move the front skirt over here, push these panels in, and you push the front skirt down. Then you open these wing flaps over here. Then you rotate the wings all the way down to that section. Same thing for the other wing. Then you're going to come back to the blasters and just tab them onto the wing over there. Same for the other one. And there you have Starscream in his jet mode. And this is an 80s fighter jet, also known as the F-15 Eagle. I searched it up on Wikipedia. So unfortunately, weapon storage doesn't really work for this guy. And even though this was an 80s fighter jet, I kind of like it. This jet mode feels really good to touch. I like how it's all flat on this top, except for the fin part. But of course you look at the bottom. Must Hasbro insist on this? Overall, 9 out of 10. The design is awesome. The accessories and play features on this guy is awesome too. And the transformation as well. And he even comes with the throne. All of these accessories on this downscaled box. Oh yeah, there's this unintentional but hilarious feature where you can make him look smaller. You just simply fold in the arms and the legs. So anyways, that's been my look at Transformers Studio Series Coronation Starscream. I highly recommend getting this figure, unless you don't want it. Comment down below if I should recreate his death in stop motion. Anyways, be sure to leave a like, hit the big red button, and share this to your friends. Come on guys, we gotta pass 1,000 subscribers before 2023. I've been stuck at 500 subscribers for nearly 2 years now. And if you want, you can tap the notifications, assume it works. Anyways, that's it. See ya!